Yeah, I mean, he's a leading scorer on our team. He's averaging 21 a game in the SEC. His life's changed. We told him that. You know, everybody wants more responsibility, but very few want more accountability. They come hand in hand. When you get more responsibility, it also comes with more accountability. And, you know, let's make no bones about it. I just told the team I didn't like our pop, meaning our fight, I didn't think we had pep in our step. I thought we looked lethargic. How can you be lethargic in this situation? It boggles my mind. I thought we looked lethargic. We're trying to pump life, got back in the game in the second half, and then we had some huge scouting report errors, which as a coach just drives you crazy because you spend so much time and energy of trying to give it to guys where they can understand, hey, you can't leave number 4 in the zone. Now, you can leave number 5 or number 15 or number 1 or number 25 or number 22, but you can't leave number 4. And we left him, and he made us pay huge, huge shots. Not only to go 5 for 10 from 3, but I thought the timing of all 5 of them were big. And those are things that you just can't do.
How much did their length and athleticism bother you guys in trying to create, get separation on the offense?
I thought they were long, and they're certainly athletic. And Jordan Mickey leads the SEC in shot blocks. He's one of the best in the country. And when you go in there, you better go in there with a plan. We've talked about that for 2 days, and he got 6 of their 9. So he's certainly very long and athletic. But I thought our bigs did a decent job of finishing. Our big 3, you know, Snoop, Jarvis, and Moody go 14 for 45. You're just not going to have a lot of success because they're our primary shot makers, our primary shot getters, and we didn't finish tonight.
2 turnovers off the inbound play in the final 20 seconds, I guess.
Yeah, just inexcusable, really. You know, the ball was placed out a little bit further. It was more kind of in the dead man's corner. It was the same corner that they were having an issue with because it just shortens the floor. I'll have to see it on tape, but the first action was the same one that we got Moody a 3 on to kind of get him going. I don't think there was very much of a screen. I think it was kind of an interchange, and then it appeared as if the ball surprised Moody, you know, and it went off his hand. And then the second one, we tried to invert some stuff because of the angle, and Snoop cut and just caught it out of bounds. I mean, how do you do that? Just crazy.
Looks like they did some good passing and got some good looks inside the zone.
Ball gets to the high post. The weakness of a 2-3 ball gets in the high post. They've got one of their pros throwing to the other pro with their shooter behind him. We had to fight more again. Until I see it on the tape, I didn't like our fight. You know, it was the same thing. We had a hard time staying in front of Josh Gray. Josh Gray is a guy that's a dribble penetration guy. We knew that. We had a hard time staying in front of him. He has a double-double, 14 points and 10 assists. So we had to settle into the zone, and I thought it bothered him a little bit, except when it got in the high post. And then we had to fight harder to get to the inside like we did against Kentucky, like we did against South Carolina. And it goes back to my opening statement. I just didn't think the fight was where it needs to beat a team of that quality.
Did you sense that coming Monday, Tuesday?
No. I you know, coming out of Kentucky, we got a lot of confidence, and you know, you're susceptible to a letdown because you were so close in that environment. But we didn't have that because we were generally disappointed. And we knew that we were playing a good, hungry South Carolina team, and I thought, even though aesthetically it wasn't the most perfect game, I thought we really battled. Tonight, we said, listen, if the game is pretty, if there's a lot of pretty plays, then LSU's going to probably win, and I thought there were too many pretty plays. I didn't think we put bodies on bodies nearly enough. We battled back, and I think we were down 10 at the half on the glass, and we ended up being up 6 for the game. I thought we battled there. I just thought our inability to make a timely shot when it counted. Hornsby made them, we didn't.
Coach, how do you get them to get that pep in their step back before Arkansas?
You know, the reality is we've got 16 more, and if you don't come with the right approach on Saturday, you're going to come back 1-3. You've got to come with fire. We've got to come with an aggressive a fight like we'd seen in the first 2 games. I thought that's what got us back in it, and then again our lack of execution. In our 4 home losses, I think there's a pretty common theme. You guys can go back and look in the notes. Probably cumulatively, we're shooting right around 30% from the field, and you're just not going to be successful against anyone, much less a team of LSU's talent if you don't shoot the ball better in your own building.
What have you seen from Arkansas?
Really good. You know, last night they dug themselves a hole with a season-high turnover. I thought Tennessee played really, really well, got them on their heels, and then they just ran out of time. They stormed back and ran out at the end. We've had success in that building until last year. Last year they blitzed us. We've got to come out with the right approach, make sure that doesn't happen again.
What do you have to do
Attack it. We've got to attack it. You know, I was really shocked that LSU did not press us, not one possession. I was a little surprised by that. Maybe, you know, Johnny's respect for Jarvis and the fact that he's pretty solid with the ball, but because they've pressed everybody, home and away. And I was really surprised they didn't do that. I was kind of hoping that they would, to be honest with you, because it creates some offense for us in the open floor. So we know we're going to have chances. We got to beat the backcourt pressure. They're going to have 4 guys in the backcourt, which leads to opportunities on the other end. We tried to press them some in the half court, and once they got through it, they hurt us in the back a couple of times again. Errors of attention to detail. We've got 4 guys in a zone trap and 1 guy in man, or vice versa, and we get a couple of uncontested shots. In a 4-point game, it comes back to kill you.
It looked like Jarvis, you can tell me if I'm wrong here, but it looked like you were struggling to get any kind of lift on the shot. Was that something you saw?
I saw the same dude I've seen all year. I know this. I know he's 6 for 17 from the field. I think he was probably made 5 of them going right. So we got to get him to his right hand as much as possible. He's got to get back in the gym and correct it. That's been the biggest dip, and everybody's talked about it. It's just percentages, you know, percentages. We've got to be more efficient out of those big 3 to have a chance against good teams.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks.